Hey guys, this is my app Forma. Forma is all about sports video analysis, and I just want to give you a quick guide of how it works at the moment. So, I can import any video from my iPhone gallery here, and in this case it's loading from iCloud. When it's here, I can go and can preview the video. This is me yesterday on the gym. Just trying to do some exercise, in this case a deadlift. So what I can do here is I can, for example, play this in a super slow motion. And, just really focus on the form here. Just to help me, I can enable a skeleton mode, which will show, for example, my spine, my hips, and I can see if I'm not like overdoing it. Of course, this is based on the camera feed. Sometimes, it can show false positives. Just for a good measure, I can use some of the tools I made. For example, I have a line maker, so I can make like a vertical line right here, just to see if my bum is actually gonna bend too much or not. I think it's like pretty good. And then one of the other tools I have is an angle measure. So in this case, I'm able to, like, for example, measure what was my squat. So it's like about 30 degrees. I could, select, for example, this line and remove it. So I'm left with this one. I can disable this, and now I can clearly see what's happening. I can pinch to zoom in, zoom out, and keep playing. And yeah, I can see maybe if in the next one's gonna be pretty much the same. Cool. So that's a bunch of the drawing tools. Of course, so there's like undo, redo, remove selected. If none is selected, then it removes all. Let me just enable a focus mode here real quick, actually. Okay. So what else can I do here? I can, for example, trim this video. I could trim it just to show like a one exercise. Let's start from the top posture, bend, and go back straight. If I trim it, I will do the normal grade. I could play this in the loop as well if I press the button on the bottom right. Just to really focus on my form. What else I can do is I could potentially split this and add a second video from the gallery, and we could use the same video. And now we could, well, actually, you know what? We're gonna use the same video. I think it's this one. And now we're gonna cut in some other try. So like, let's say this one. Okay. So we have the same exercise being done in different time. So these are actually from the same video, two clips from the same video, but in different moments. So for example, you can see that the background is different. There's this guy in the yellow here, but here is actually something different. So these are two different tries, even though they look pretty much the same. All right. Free flow is like where you can touch everywhere and nothing is being drawn. So if I go and try to find pretty much the same position, I think that's it. I can link these two videos. So now I can use the simple controls to control two videos at the same time. So I can, see if one of my tries was better than the other one. They look very similar. I'm pretty happy with how consistent I am with those exercises. Yeah, let me just. What's fun is I thought I'm pretty flat, but as you can see, it's never super flat. Although it seems like maybe it's quite better here. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think on the left side, you can see here that it's slightly better because my hands should be very near the knees, whereas here I believe it's the gap is a little bit bigger. Oh, you see what I'm doing here? This is not good. This is the over. I mean, here it's also doing this, but not as much. So yeah, so I have these tools for analysis, and oh yeah, I didn't tell you one more thing. On the top right, you have this camera preview. So this is actually me. Hi. So this tool is about recording a video feedback for your athletes. So the other, the microphone here, is gonna start the recording. It's gonna ask if you want to record just the screen or screen and the microphone. I won't do it at this moment because I am already recording via the iOS recorder. So I don't want to, trash this edit. So I'm gonna show this maybe some other time. And if you tap on me, it goes into regular background. If you tap again, it removes the background. So I could potentially make myself a bit bigger and also point us at this technique and record a feedback for my athletes. I can pinch to zoom to make myself smaller. I'm gonna move myself to the left here. Okay, yeah, so that was the split mode, the drawing tools. There's one more tool that I didn't show you. It's this angle measurement. Oh yeah, I show you angle measurements. Okay. Oh, there's one more. Let me show you on some other examples. So for example, we have my friend doing a flip over this trash can. And what's interesting is this is the only try where he actually popped it like he should, even though his front leg went too much ahead. But I have this feature. I implemented the feature called stopwatches. So you can start a stopwatch at this frame. You can move the frame, and for example, you can measure the hang time. So how much time passed while he was in the air. So this is the first touch ground. So if I stop here, I can see that the measured time for the hang in the air was 417 milliseconds. If I'm gonna press on the timer, it's gonna jump straight to the beginning of that stopwatch. And I can play it here again. So these are stopwatches. They are actually more granular than that. So I can also drag and drop this. And let's say okay, so how long did the front foot was kicking the trick? So I think it starts about here. I'm gonna move this away. Okay, now it flicks and boom, it stops, right? So we have 183 milliseconds when the flick was happening, and then we have the hang time. And we can jump between those moments. So these are the stopwatches. Thank you. I think that's about it for now. I guess it covers most of the tools that I've built. Thank you.